Welcome back. So we're coming up on the opening of archery deer season here, and last weekend I used my two tether and saddle to take a doe in the early antlerless season with the muzzleloader. But I have some changes I incorporated into the system. I have a bridge connection without a carabiner. So I'm going to go over that. And then I have a different platform. And this one has been through some changes over. It's probably the fourth or fifth year. I use this piece of wood. And it's an ongoing experiment. But anyway, we'll take a look at it. And we'll hook it up to the tree and show what it's all about. All right, so in the past I had both of my friction hitches from my tether. This is the upper and lower tether line. It's a single rope. There's only one rope in the system, and then there's some hitch cord and webbing stirrups, etria. And I had both of these friction hitches I would rappel on. I would rappel on the upper and come about halfway down, take the upper tether, pull it down, and then I would immediately rappel from the lower. And the rope, originally I was coming down the rope this way, and then I actually go down the rope one way and then the opposite direction from the other hitch. The problem I had was I would get, as this loop in between got smaller and smaller, any kinks or twists or anything became a problem, and it would jam this second stage. That would jam in this friction hitch, and I'd have to get my weight off of it. Sometimes, didn't do it every time, but sometimes I had to get my weight off of it and get the kinks out. So then I decided I'm just going to split them up. When I pull the upper tether down, I take it off the tree. I'm also going to take this carabiner, take it off my bridge, and let the line drop, and all the twists and all that can work themselves out, and I can rappel down on this. And for a while, what I'll do, I'm going to use the carabiner on the one that's most likely to come off or have to be taken off, which is the upper. And then this is the bypass link version. This one will be semi-permanent, although I should be able to take it off as well. So the way it goes on is I have the bypass link as I have a VT hitch, and then I have the bypass link as a figure 8 used as a soft shackle. So where the working end comes out, when I use this as a bypass link, it comes back in the opposite side. So it's coming out here, and we're going to go back in this side. And take my bridge, and I'll go over top of the two bridge lines and get it up here. We can see it. And go over top, and the stopper will come up through once, go around everything again, and the stopper will come through again, like that. And when I weight this, I should be able to weight that, but still it should pull open pretty easily because it pulls from here. So I could put a little ring of paracord on there if I needed for a better grip, but I just need to pull that and then I can take it back off. Just like that. It's quicker than the quick link. It's not quite as fast as the carabiner, but when I use them together, I'll have, there's the right, capture both bridge lines, and then the left, see, I might combine these tails into one heat shrink tubing. And putting it through twice, I mean, not that one has ever slipped, but putting it through twice and having the stopper knot up makes it easy to keep track of any issues going on with it. So that's that part of the system. The other thing, it's hard to show. It's hard to show this rappel, I think. Let's see. So what happens is I come down. I'll have my weight off of this lower tether. And when I rappel, I'm rappelling from this upper tether. I come down so far, and then my weight will transfer eventually to the lower tether, and I'll pull that upper tether down to take the bypass link loose from the tree. So that's off the tree, and I'll drop it. And then I have this carabiner connection, and I'll take it off and drop it, and then continue my rappel going down the rope the opposite direction. So, and I can repeat that process. I would just hook the upper tether back up, and in theory, I can rappel down a tree of infinite height with whatever length rope I choose. I make this tether out of 30 feet of rope, so anything more than that's a little too bulky for my taste. So the other change is I modified my platform, and I used it this way essentially last weekend, where I had holes in the back here, and then I ran my rope down through around the tree and back up through, and then each end tied to the stirrup lines. When I put my weight on it, would pull it into the tree. And I'm getting away from that. It was not difficult to set up, but it was more fiddling than what I'm about to show. So what I have now is, I just cut a slot there and there in the bottom, and I have this piece of rope, and I have my two stirrup it's going to want to slide down. I mean, when I got my weight in the stirrup, they don't, or on the tethers, they don't do that. But anyway, I have my bottom loop, foot loop, and this just goes through here now, and then it goes through from top to bottom like that. And then that rope goes there, and then the other stirrup line, double it over, push it through top to bottom, and then this rope comes through like that. So you got that in each one. And then let's see. I'm going to get readjust my camera. So here's the whole thing from top to bottom now. I did a little bit of a change here and get into that another time. But I used to wrap these with paracord, and I went to this instead. So, and then I have the upper tether, lower tether, the stirrups, and this is how they're hooked now, and it's free to my feet provide the standoff now, and I can get whatever angle I need. It always stays flat to my feet, and then it's easier setup. And when it's time to come down, I'll get my weight off of that. I could if I wanted to take it off and put it in my pack while I'm up here, all I got to do is pull that line out and that line out, and then the foot loops are free. The platform is free. It can go in my pack, or I can just drop it, and then I can rappel down without that. But when I hunt again, try to make a video of using this on an actual hunt. I do that whenever I can. I might not talk because I hunt in places where I got a lot of daylight movement of deer. So anyway, that's what's new for this season so far, and I hope this helps. Let me know what you think, and thanks for stopping by.